Okay, celestial bodies. I think I'm a little bit low now. Let me just adjust this a little bit. I think it's about right there.
I'm recording now.
I know. Okay. Celestial bodies. What is a celestial body? Or an celestial, correct English. Which I'm not very good at, you might have noticed, being from the South. I am good at wounding myself, though. I wounded my knee before, and now my elbow, so you praying people, pray for my elbow. It looks like I've got a case of tennis elbow, if you know what that is, because I drive a hoist truck all night long, 12. George Burns and Gracie Allen is on. My honey saying, hurry up.
George Byrne and Gracie Allen is on in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Not now. I'm just checking the thing.
What is a celestial body? Well, if you could see George Burns, you might, right now, you might be able to see one. Celestial body is an angel, and or someone from heaven. Or now, if you think about it, celestial bodies is the original state of how we're supposed to be. Flesh was introduced to men to bring men under the subjection of a holy God. We are in a weakened state. We are mortal right now, but the Bible tells us that we will put on immortality. That's 1 Corinthians 15 and 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. This mortal shall put on immortality, meaning that someday that our bodies will be transformed from mortal to celestial, and we will become like God. In the beginning, when the devil came down and he tempted Adam and Eve, he said, one of the things he said to Eve was that God surely knows that you'll become like Him. And that's exactly what God has in mind. I got to set up. I just feel like I'm really short sinking down in this sea. Excuse me just a second.
Why don't you just redo the whole thing all over?
No. I want to be like a real person. Maybe I can be like a real person.
I doubt that.
So, so celestial bodies are quite different. Celestial bodies, they can't die, they don't feel pain,
They don't have
sorrow. Now, sorrow is felt because of a chemical that is within us. Love is felt because of a chemical that is within this body of flesh. All the things that we feel, pain and everything, is because of the way that our body is put together. And it is there because that's how God built us. Okay. Now, celestial bodies are joyful all the time. Celestial body can see something that is not pleasant, and it doesn't affect that celestial body the way that it does ours, seemingly. Because they don't run out of strength. They don't get tired. They just go on and on and on. The Bible said that God sent down 2 angels to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, a whole city. I mean, those 2 cities were huge, and the Lord destroyed them with just 2 angels. Judgment. Now, there is evil celestial and there is good celestial, godly. The Bible said that when Daniel prayed, that the angel was dispatched from the first day that he prayed, from the first hour, I think it's what it said, that he was dispatched from the first hour. He began to pray, and he prayed for 21 days. And all those 21 days that Daniel was praying, it took him that long to get through the forces of Satan, who is also celestial. It doesn't mean he's heavenly. He's not godly for sure, but he still has not lost his power even though I think he may be moving that way, you know. He's slowly becoming something that he never was before, and God is getting ready to make his final judgment. And right now, the devil's pulling out a lot of stops, things that he would never do before. He's starting to do now, because he's trying to get all of his forces together so that he can try to muster something to cause God to foul up somewhere, so that he might be able to accuse God with a truth. Okay, so, and that's what he's up to. And the celestial bodies, the bodies that we're going to put on when we get to heaven, is going to be quite different than anything that we have ever seen before, anything you've ever noticed. You know, right now our minds doesn't think on a very high level. We use 10-12% of our brain, and sometimes not even that much. Me, and
seriously.
But sometimes sometimes our thinking gets cloudy. We get tired, man. You can't even talk right. You get sleepy and you get goofy, and just all kind of things, you know. And you can't function well. Some days, to tell you the truth, I feel like I'm going backwards. You know, I do more stuff wrong than I do right. But now listen. When we are transformed, when the Bible says when the rapture occurs, when we're transformed at that moment, at that twinkling of an eye, the Bible talks about, in a microsecond, all of a sudden your thinking is going to clear up. All of a sudden, man, you're going to be able to see 10 miles clear without glasses. All of a sudden, you're going to feel better than you have ever felt before in all of your life. I don't care if you had the best drugs in the world. I don't care. You're going to feel better than that. All of a sudden, everything is going to become clear to you. You're going to put off hate, and you're going to love everything in that microsecond. And that's what it's like to be celestial. That's what it's like to be like God. And that's what it's going to be like for all of us Christians. Now, don't you think you want to, like, take a real close look at what God is really all about? Because this promise, the Bible says, is to all that love Him. This promise is to all that love Him. Alrighty, thank you for joining me. It's been good to be here. And I'll see you again Monday. This is Saturday night. See you again Monday with another great subject on Cross in the Middle Ministry. God bless.